everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna continue the planet series. So we did the moon, we did the moon, we did the sun. There it is. Now, if I planned it better, today maybe it was better to do the planet Earth, because it's April, usually is Earth Day, Earth month. But I thought I would do in order. I don't know. But today anyway we're gonna do Mercury. But I guess maybe next is gonna be directly planet Earth. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Anyway, for planet Mercury, I have a lot of idea in my mind, so nothing is secure yet. So I have no idea how we're gonna do this one. But for the moment, I think it's better that we start with the background. So a lot of dark colors. So I'm not gonna talk anymore because I think I'm talking too much every time. So without further ado, let's jump into the map and start the background. Let's speed it up. So for the background, I'm gonna use my watercolor set. This is from Mei Liang, and I decided to use green this time. So we are gonna have black and green basically on the background, and this color, especially for the green, I'm mixing emerald green and sky blue together, so to have this kind of aquamarine look-ish. And I really want to have this a lot of color, let's say, on the middle of the page, and then I just added a little bit on the corner just to add some other place where to have the green and not only there. And I like that one because it's gonna give a lot of interest on the page. Then, after adding the first layer, I didn't put a lot of water on the green, but then for the black, I'm really using again the watercolor. This is coal black, and I'm doing the first layer with a lot of water, sorry. And then again, I'm just gonna build up from there. So I'm gonna add some more black lines with less water and a bit more intense, and kind of little mixing with what I have the green there that I have on the page. And you can see also on the corner I already mixed with the light black basically, so it's gonna be a faded green. But the one that is in the middle, I really wanted to have a kind of bold. It's not gonna be like this one, like it is for the moment. It's gonna dry a bit more a little more transparent, and I'm just adding a little bit of black on the side, so kind of fading, kind of having a look of clouds, let's say, on the universe. That's the kind of look that I'm having there, and this little bit of black every time to build really what I want to have in the background until I'm happy with that. And when I'm happy with that, we are basically wait that it's gonna dry, and then we are gonna move to the next step. And you can see that I'm more concentrating really on the border of the green. So in this case, in this way, we can fade, let's say, with the rest of the page. Now let's start with the other checkpoint. Voila! Here we are with the final background. I did this different kind of background, so I think I'm gonna do some variation of type of universe background that we can make. So this time we put just some green. I think I like it. It looks more like a galaxy, but doesn't matter. Now I'm gonna do some splashes, but before that I need to wait that everything is gonna be dry. So for the moment, let's put aside, and then I will finish with the splashes to have some kind of stars. Now for the focal point, I was thinking to use air. I was not 100% sure, but I like it that she's black and white already, because I was thinking that Mercury needs to be a bit more grayish or brownish. So I think she's already kind of cool as it is. Maybe I need to adjust a little bit the air. I don't know. I'll see. But the only thing is that I don't know what to put on her head, on her hand, because she has this position. I don't know. Shall I keep the hand? Shall I not keep? And the idea is to have kind of like that. I don't know. Like, it's cool with the hand. I don't know. We'll see about it. But for the moment, let's cut her out and then finish the background. So let's start. So in the end I decided to cut also the end. We are gonna work with that. As you can see on the side I also had this little piece of paper. I wanted to see if I can make like the planet and she can hold on her hands. And I think that's the look that in the end I will go through. I think it's not so bad. I just need to play a little bit on how to position all the elements together. But anyway, I will put her aside and now we're gonna finish the background first. So I'm just gonna do some splashes because the background I think is nice as it is. I'm just adding some white splashes. This time I'm using a toothbrush and it's gonna give a little bit smaller, let's say smaller dots, but more grouping, let's say. So I will have like a lot of stars in the same place and then some other a bit far away, and then to have some a bit bigger stars, because that's what I wanted to have as well, bigger stars. I just decided to use as well the brush and doing normal splashes, and I'm happy with the background. So let's put everything aside and now we are gonna work on the planet. For the planet we are gonna use the same cardboard basically that I was using to understand if I like the element to have the planet on top of her hand. So I'm not gonna change it, it's fine, it's a normal cardboard basically in white, and I'm just gonna build the color of the planet. I'm mixing basically Payne's gray and gray color from my acrylic paint set. I have also a code actually if you want to know, but this is C842 and the other one is C843. Anyway, it's gonna be a dark gray and a lighter gray, and with that I'm gonna build basically the planet. And as you can see I have a bit more darker shade, let's say, of the planet, a bit more on the bottom and on the side, and then I'm adding some craters, and to add the craters I'm just really playing with dots with my little brush and adding some lighter dots, some circle, let's say, without coloring the center, with the lighter gray but also with the darker gray, and also sometimes I'm kind of mixing the two, and that's basically the look that we are gonna have. In another area also going to draw some lines to kind of simulate, you know, the impact of a meteorite. So it's a crater with the impact sign, let's say, of this crater. And I'm just gonna play with it until I'm happy with the result. I'm not gonna go for perfection. Yes, I'm looking for the real picture of Mercury, but it's not gonna be the same. So I'm gonna have a kind of similar look, but not exactly the same. And when I'm happy with the result, then we can move to the next step. So now basically we're gonna glue everything together, and the idea is to have air on one side of the page and then having the planet on her hands. I still have to understand how to position exactly the planet, but it's gonna work pretty much fine. And then put a lot of glue, so I'm gonna put a lot of Liquitex matte medium on the back of both of the papers and on the top. The only issue that I have with that, since the paper, but actually both of them, I mean the magazine cutout, the magazine page was not really thin magazine page, but was a bit thick, because it was the page where they put also the perfume. And the planet cutout was a cardstock, so it was a bit heavy as well. So there are some I mean, you can still see, let's see, some side of the paper of the planet, and I had some folded paper, so the paper was not really flat as I wanted to have, but in the end the look is not so bad. I'm gonna put a lot of Liquitex matte medium on top as well, on her image, but also on the other side of the page. And I'm pushing the matte medium with my fingertips, so it's gonna flat and remove some hair as well. Alright, so we are back. I had few issues, to be honest, because when I glue everything down, I have a lot of folding page. I was not so careful as I should have been, but okay, that's fine. So we glued everything here. I put a lot of Liquitex, so now we need to work on the detail. Let's see, I still don't know exactly what to do. I know that we need to do probably the hair here, because I just cut hair, and I need to put some more green, I think, on the planet too, or on her face, because otherwise in this way it's a bit too much, I don't know, they don't look cohesive as I was thinking, but okay, we'll see. I'm gonna work with the detail now, and since I put the liquid X, I will be able to erase whatever I didn't like. I don't know, let's see. And I already also have a quote, so let's see, and I'll see you on the next catch-up. So, moving on with the rest of the page, we are gonna add some details. Off camera, I just adding a little bit of, just one layer of the same watercolor green that I had in the background on top of the planet. So the grays now is a gray that going towards a green. It's just a little bit that it's a big difference, make a big difference. And then I move on to the air. To the air, I'm just using a mix of dark gray and lighter gray, and just adding the first layer of the air. I wanted to have air like short, but a little bit more going after, let's say, her end. That's the idea. And I really love my side brush, my angular brush. That's basically the look that is really giving a different kind of look of the air. And if I really will go on a desert island, this is the tool that I'm gonna bring with me. It's great. And I'm just going from the top to the bottom, just kind of line, do a quick line, so then it's gonna fade the point of the lines, and that's basically the look that I'm having on her hair. And then on top of that, when everything is dry, I'm using the Stabilo All pencil in black, adding some line on the hair and then on the eyebrows as well, and then activate with water, because I like, it's so bold. The black is so bold doing with the Stabilo hole. I like that tool as well. And adding the line again from the top to the bottom. Always remember, when you do the hair, it needs to start from the top of the head, going down quickly. I like it quickly, at least I like that kind of look. And then after having this black, I'm adding also a few lines with white, using the Artistro paint marker pen, again from top to bottom, doing it very quickly. And I like also that it was a bit rusty, let's say, on the end of the edge of the hair, and I liked that look. It was a kind of star looks. Anyway, it's really a small detail. I mean, it happened as an accident, but I like the look, to be honest. And then after that, I'm just adding some little bit of detail with the black pen. This is a Baoke marker brush pen, and sorry for my head, but I couldn't see much with all the light that I had in front of me, so I really had to add a closer look to make sure that I was doing the eyelashes on the right place, and doing it with the same with that pen. I don't add any other detail there. Maybe I could have done the lipstick, but I like it as she was. Basically, I'm adding also some lines again with the same black pen on her hair, and then I'm moving on to the quote. The quote is saying, "I am a warrior of the universe, made of stardust and comic dreams." And I'm just using a Posca pen, a big one, no particular calligraphy style, just put in there, and then in the end, when everything is dry, I'm just adding a few lines with the black marker as well. So in this way, let's say you will have some kind of shadow of the letters. And that's basically it. The only additional that I wanted to have is that I wanted to have the name Mercury somewhere, so I decided to add Mercury on top of the planet with black. You will see her on the video with using the black pen, but actually I in the end redid that part in white because it was a bit was too dark, let's say, you couldn't see much. And after that, basically I'm happy with how it turned out, and that's basically it for my page. I'm gonna leave you with the next catch up. Here we are for the final check. Everything is done. It's fine. I like it how it turned out. I have some issue with the paper when I glue it. Unfortunately, I still have some folding paper. I mean, it's not perfect, but okay. I'm happy with that. I'm fine with it. So, are you ready for the final reveal? Let's have a look. And here it is, our final Mercury page. It was a nice project. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you had fun as well, and see you soon for the next planet. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.